You ready?
Spider-Man Brand New Day, baby. So yes, this is the movie review of the anticipated Spider-Man Brand New Day. If you watched the previous Spider-Man, you will know that it ended with him um, wiping off the memories of his friends. In fact, everybody in New York City didn't know who Spider-Man was again. That was where they started off with this brand new day, because definitely his friends MJ, I think everybody knows MJ is being played by Zendaya, his wife in real life, if you didn't know, and also his best friend Ned. So these guys did not know him this particular brand new day. Now, instead of with him helping New York City as usual, he's friends with the police and all of that, saving the day, saving the city from crime. And this time around, there is a twist. I'll try as much not to give so much spoilers, but I also want to give you an entertaining review. So let's see how that goes. Yes, so in the midst of him saving the city, Spider-Man is going through a physical evolution. Maybe you need to watch the movie to know what particular evolution. And if you have seen it, you can let me know in the comment section so we can just chat about it a bit. So yeah, so that was actually what he was dealing with in the movie, and definitely the villain. That was one way the villain was able to actually get to him. That, and also definitely the love of his life, MJ. Those were the ways that the villain in this movie, which is going to be surprising to you, was actually trying to get into his mind, to manipulate him and all of that, to make make Peter Parker do what the villain wants him to do. Yes. So I was glad to see this man that played Frank in the movie, which is called John Berntal. So I think it's recently that I actually even got to see him in movies and probably his face got stuck. And I'm like, he's definitely a great actor. The first time I watched his movie was where he acted alongside Ben Affleck in an old movie. Accountant, yes, I just remembered. Accountant. So I watched Accountant 2 recently, and I was like, wow, well has this man been when I've been all these movies I've been watching, I don't remember seeing his face. And I think since that time I watched Accountant 2, I've been able to see him in other movies as well. So I was happy to see him in this great movie. So it was fun. Him bringing his type of character, his charisma into this was like a breath of fresh air, typically. So that aside, another actor that I actually, in fact, there were so many actors I loved seeing. I can't even begin to mention all of them. Like when you're watching this movie, you will be screaming when your fave actor or your fave character comes in play, because you would it would be like you didn't expect it. All right. So I think that was one element of surprise they actually brought here, bringing in a totally different superhero that you wouldn't have even thought about. But I'm going to leave that to you when you do watch it, so you have that element of surprise just as I did. Another person I loved seeing was the Hawk. Mark Ruffalo, one of his fans. I'm happy that they do not get to change his character. I feel he's the perfect person to act the Hawk. He has this very calm exterior, even way he talks. But then you know how Hawk is. You know Hawk is not calm. Hawk is a is a hot-headed creature. So I like that play for him, the play of characters, and I feel he fits into it very well. So yes, the Hulk is in this movie if you didn't know, and he brought that the transformation as well, not just his character as a professor. He also brought that Hulk game into this, and the fight was exceptional, where he and Spider-Man had to actually brawl, take a brawl, like you know that indeed this is Hulk. There was a time we used to argue who is the most powerful superhero, and at the time it was definitely Hulk. Hawk was there, because you can't even take that from him. And then there's Thor, right? I think many people still have that argument till now, but definitely Hawk brought that element into this. And there was also another character, the one that I mentioned earlier, that you are going to have that element of surprise when you see. So now, I think that is why they actually brought, that is what made this movie spectacular, because that is one of the most powerful superheroes on your screen that you have watched. That's like, that person, that character is there, like almost number one. So it was more or less, I would call this Spider-Man Brand New Day as tug of power, because there were lots of personalities that actually spiced this up. All right, you would also see the Black Widow here in this particular one. For me, the first 1 hour of the movie was a drag, because they were just trying to show us Peter Parker trying to adapt, or Spider-Man trying to adapt into a world where nobody knows him. So it seemed like a drag from him seeing MJ and not being upfront who he is, and all of those scenes, right? It's pulled through for like almost an hour. Because why would you be showing us where Spider-Man is having phone conversations with the female police? Like, why was that even in more than one scene? Definitely is going to feel like, okay, so is there any point to this? So that definitely made it feel like part of what actually made it feel like a drag, before they actually got into the main action, the main thing, and the main people that we'd love to see, like the MJ, his best friend. We got to see more from the villain. We also got to see more from Hulk. That's when we actually got the action, more of it, right? And we even got to even know who was the true bad guy. It was definitely towards the end that you're going to have that realization. I'm like, oh, okay, so this was actually him all this while, until it picked up. You know where it picked up was where his MJ, the love of his life was actually at risk. It was from that moment the movie actually picked up, and I was like, yeah, now this is what we're talking about. Give us the action, give us the show. I guess that was what Spider-Man needed for him to have that jolt, to come into action. So this is one that you shouldn't miss, just in case you have not seen it. And at this moment, I want to let you know that you should subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed. Turn on your post notifications, give this video a thumbs up, and also let me know your thoughts so far. If you have seen it, did you enjoy this movie? Do you think it could be better? And yeah, one thing I know definitely, that there's going to be another part coming, another part that will be out, and I'm sure it's going to dwell on him trying to make the love of his life, um, or him trying to woo the love of his life. And maybe they'll give us more of that romance, right, in the second part. But for this was action packed, and you wouldn't want to miss seeing this and having that feel for yourself. So just let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and also do well to watch my other review if you haven't seen any of my videos yet. I'm just going to tag one to this end screen, and yeah, let me know your